Welcome back to the WE YouTube channel, everybody. Today we have a huge knife to show you. Is it huge, Kyle?
It's big.
It's big. It's big.
It's a very big knife.
This is the WE Knife Magnetron. Guys, the WE Magnetron is a new design. It's an in-house design from WE Knife, and it is a big knife. It comes in overall just over about 8 inches. We've got like a 4.7 inch blade. With the exact specs here in just a second. Right now, let's go over the 5 versions that we are going to have available for you. We have...
No, there's a lot of different versions here, and they're kind of like fancy, if you will.
They are. Some are more fancy than others, fancier, if you will, and some are a little bit less fancy. But what do we got here?
So we're going black on the black titanium with kind of this copper foil carbon fiber inlay. The other thing too to notice, and all these knives that we'll be showing, they also have inlays on the pocket clip side, and also some inlays right here on this lock bar. So definitely some very intricate details.
The craftsmanship on these things is just incredible.
It's fantastic. I've never seen like the inlay on the lock bar itself. And so it's kind of cool to see that. And then the same thing with this right here. This inlay goes all the way up until like you hit the bottom of the pocket clip. Okay. Other small details is that with this exact model, we do have that flamed tie kind of pivot collar. And it's so clean. And it's like, and if you've noticed, it's not branded.
Right. Only on the pocket clip.
This one is going to be on the pocket clip. So that's a little different for this model. So now we'll go to this next one. We got the two-tone. So this is going to have a black finish with a satin finish right here on the flats. Black titanium that is milled out. This one is also milled out.
Yeah, you've got that, like those little micro lines in it. Gives it a little bit of texture, more to look at.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. With some flame tie. And then you have the speed holes. Same thing on the back. Awesome inlays going right there.
Your hardware matches the color on the speed holes. So you got the gold screws, pivot collar. Man, it's like I'm glad you mentioned those lines too, because the more you look at these knives, the more you appreciate how beautiful they are and how intricate it is.
You just see the details.
Yeah.
Moving right along, we have the satin finish. So this is probably going to be my favorite of the bunch, just because it does have some classiness with these shiny spots and then kind of like the stonewashed, if you will, the stonewashed titanium finish, right?
I like the shiny spots.
It's cool. It's really nice. Cool carbon fiber right here. And then I haven't pointed this out on the other two, but sweet, sleek backspacer with a lanyard hole as well.
But I love how the lanyard hole is actually it's hidden in there. It looks like it's just part of the design of the backspacer, which makes it really subtle and just really, really nice.
Yeah. And I've noticed like a lot of designs we always do like things of 3, because there's like 3 dots. You have 3 holes back here. It's fun to kind of see like in different, obviously like the WE logo is 3 lines. So it's like things of 3.
There's thought that goes into everything and the detail and the workmanship on all these.
Going to the next one, nice satin finish again. This one has the silver foil with the blue accents. So if you're a blue person, this is clean.
This is my favorite version, by the way. Like at first it was the same as yours. But that was before I had seen that one, and then
the blue one,
and then I opened that one. I was like, now this one's my favorite.
And then we have that like a sweet clean. I mean, this blade right here is just a nice clean draw point blade. So, and then the fancies of all fancies,
the everything, as we're starting to call some of these. Yeah, this guy's got the Damastil blade, the fat carbon inlay with the flamed titanium pivot, gold pivot collar and accents in the holes and on the hardware. Same micro milling is in all of the models. Same backspacer on this guy. On the other side, the inlays are just the same locations and everything, just the fat carbon.
That fat carbon looks so clean.
It looks nice. This is the nebulous or nebula.
I think it's a nebula.
Nebula, fat carbon. Fantastic. And this is your high class fancy version. This thing has it all. So let's talk about action for just a minute.
So I know we were talking a little bit before we started shooting. the action between a coated blade and a non-coated blade, and then also the action, I will point out, on a Damasteel blade.
Mm-hmm.
Damasteel blades always roll so nice.
It's the smoothest feeling, cleanest action, glassy, most beautiful action that you can get. Always.
It really is. And I will say the differences are minimal. It's just kind of like what you feel. They're always gonna have, like, especially with this big of a blade, you'll still have your nice kind of like drop shut, especially once you get that worked in, and just so nice. I love it. Affect the actual action itself.
So it's and I love both of them actually. I love the whoosh that you get on the black coated blade. You get it. It's gonna be. I know it's gonna be hard to pick up in the camera, but you get a kind of a little whoosh sound, and I think that's spelled WSHHHH. And so you get that whoosh sound on these black blades, just a little bit different than you do on the satin blades. And you hear it when it opens and when it closes. And then, it feels and sounds so good. And then these satin blades just have a little bit more quiet
action. Yep.
Yeah, quiet action. So it's depends on what you like. I love both of them. I love the sound that you get out of these black blades. I love the feel that you get out of the Damasteel. But anyway, the action on these things is incredible. So good.
Yeah, it's awesome. Let's go over some specs.
Hit specs. The Magnetron has an overall length of 8.61 inches. The blade length is 3.76 inches. The closed length is 4.85 inches. The blade thickness is 0.16 inches. The handle thickness is 0.52 inches. The weight on the Magnetron varies between 5.21 ounces and 5.58 ounces, depending on the version. Your carbon fiber models are coming in at 5.09 ounces. There you have the specs, guys. Like we mentioned, this is a substantial knife. It feels really good in the hand. One thing you'll notice is the weight and the balance is really good. So it feels like it's ready to be put to work. One thing we did not mention earlier, you've got a generous amount of fairly aggressive jimping on that thumb ramp right there, which gives your thumb a really nice spot to rest for hard work. Guys, this thing is a beast. It's got a nice CPM 20 CV full flat ground blade. With this version with that beautiful hand rub satin on there. I mean, this knife is ready to work. It's beautiful, it's classy, it's rugged, it's kind of everything.
It really is. It really can fit your everyday kind of needs, or if you're trying to kind of class it up, each of these models will definitely be the classy finish.
Definitely. All right, guys, so the price on this thing is going to start around $360 for this version right here with the carbon fiber. $365, $370-ish for the other versions, except for the Damasteel version. That's got a map price of $725 for the pre-mill version.
Yep, and then we should be expecting these at dealers around May 3rd.
May 3rd will be the release date on these things, so it's right as this video is dropping, or the next day, so make sure you're ready for this one. These are fantastic knives, guys. If you've been waiting for a big knife from WE Knife, here it is.
Check it out, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.